Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jamica White, and today I'll be presenting my research, Women's Voices, Breast Health Awareness, and the Impact of Early Education. This topic is especially important because breast cancer remains one of the most common cancers, and outcomes are strongly influenced by how early it is detected. My project focused on whether providing early education can improve awareness and encourage people to take a more proactive step towards their health. My research questions was, can early education about breast cancer improve awareness, knowledge, and early detection behaviors? Based on existing research, I hypothesized that individuals who receive early education will show increased knowledge, greater awareness of risk factors and symptoms, and a higher likelihood of engaging in preventive behaviors such as self-breast examination and screenings. The goals was to see if education alone could influence both understanding and real-life health decisions. Methods. For this study, I used a one-group pre-post survey design to evaluate how education impacts breast cancer awareness and knowledge. Participants were recruited through campus outreach methods and via social media. Before the educational session, participants completed a pre-survey that assessed their baseline knowledge of breast cancer, including risk factors, symptoms, screening methods, and their confidence in performing self-examination. After the session, they completed a post-survey with similar questions. This allowed me to directly compare responses and determine whether the education intervention led to measurable improvements in knowledge and in attitude. For the intervention, I created an educational session that combined both general information and more engaging elements. A speaker covered key topics like breast cancer prevalence, risk factors, symptoms, screening, and prevention. I also placed emphasis on triple-negative breast cancer since it's a more aggressive subtype with fewer treatment options. Highlighting this helped participants understand why early detection is especially important. I also introduced genetic factors, specifically BRCA1 and HER2 positive breast cancer, to give a clear understanding of how breast cancer can develop at the biological level. BRCA1 is a gene mutation that significantly increases a person's risk of developing cancer, often at a younger age. HER2 positive breast cancer involves the overexpression of protein that causes cancer cells to grow more quickly. Explaining these help participants see how genetics can influence both risk and treatment options. Along with this, survival stories were included to make the information more relatable and meaningful, helping participants connect what they learned to real-life experiences. Results. The pre and post survey graphs show a clear increase in participant knowledge and awareness after intervention. For triple negative breast cancer, the data reflects a noticeable shift from lower understanding in the pre-survey to higher understanding in the post-survey. Initially, many participants have a limited awareness of this subtype and its connection to risk factors such as BRCA1 mutation, but after the intervention, responses indicated improved comprehension of its characteristics and associated risks. The graph on self-breast examination also showed a significant improvement. Before the intervention, participants reported a lower confidence and limited knowledge of steps involved, while post-survey results showed increased familiarity in understanding how to properly perform an exam. Overall, the graph highlights a strong jump in knowledge and awareness of risk factors and practical skills for early detection. In conclusion, this study supports the idea that early education can play a significant role in improving knowledge, confidence, and attitude related to breast cancer. However, there are some limitations to consider. The sample size was relatively small with only 20 participants. There was no control group for comparison, and the outcomes were measured over a short period of time. For future research, I would like to expand this study by increasing the number of participants and conducting multiple sessions, including a control group, and tracking long-term behavior of changes will also provide a stronger evidence for the impact of early education. Overall, this research highlights the importance of education as a tool for promoting early detection and improving health outcomes. By providing individuals with accurate information and practical skills, we can empower them to take a more active role in their health and potentially reduce the impact of breast cancer in the future. Thank you for your time.